indent. By the way, the tab key is one way to indent. These two buttons up here, indent and outdent, which I guess that's a real word, right? As a way to indent your code. Again, generally good programming practice makes our code more legible is why you see that done, by the way. And we're going to say if, open parens, test, comma, T, comma, F, close parens, right? And I'm up to the same old tricks here, right? We're going to double click where it says test, and then we have to, basically add something that's going to evaluate to one of two values. It's going to be true or it's going to be false, right? So with that said, over top of test, we're going to say open square bracket, capital Q, TR, space 1, close bracket. That is a reference to a field, right? QTR1, all right? And then I'm going to say greater than sign 0. For the T, we're going to overwrite the T with single quote, Q1, single quote. And I'm going to pause right there for a moment. Okay. Now that is pretty, complete except for that F part. However, I'm cheating just a little bit. All right. I'm going to take that whole thing and copy that. And I'm going to paste it down 3 more times. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can type this out. I'm using this method for a couple reasons. Number one, I want you to see the syntax. But number two, this is a way to really make sure that your parentheses match and that you have good syntax going here. So just saying, not a bad way to go. Instead of 1, I'm going to say 2, 3, 4. And for this one, I'm going to say 2, 3, 4. All right, so you can see it all lining up here. All right, and now, and there's a couple ways that we could handle this. If I remember right, I think your book does it this way. But I'm going to get rid of the comma F. Just a little side note. Some programs make you have both legs of the if statement. You have to do true and you have to do false. I'm just showing you that Qliksense doesn't. It's okay. You can just do true. And I'm going to copy that whole line. Actually, before I do that, and I have trouble seeing that amount of detail on your screen. I'm sorry. So far, so good. Or anybody, any troubles, questions, comments on anything that we have there so far? Okay. Go ahead and highlight that whole last row and cut. Control X on your keyboard will do the trick. We're going to highlight the F in the row above it and paste. We're going to take that whole line, all the parens and all that, and cut. And we're going to go on the F above it, highlight that F, and paste. And we're going to take that whole line and cut and highlight that F and paste. Now, if we wanted that all on one line, hey, man, we did pretty good there. What is this again? What are we doing? Well, this is going to be a field. So therefore, at the very end of that line, we're going to say as QTR. That's going to be the resulting field. Now, by the way, there's going to be another field. So, we need a comma at the very end there. And while we certainly could leave it just the way that you see that, if you wanted to make your syntax a little neater, I could go here, right before the I and F, and I could hit enter. I could click just before the I in and if, sorry, and hit enter. And the last one, and enter, right? So what I've done there is I made it really easy to go right down the list, change my values. Secondly, I also know that